Alright, guys, the news is true. Amos Yee is out on $10,000 bail regarding his NS enlistment offenses. Alright, now there are a lot of questions going through my mind, and without a doubt, there are definitely questions running through your mind. Like, how is he even granted bail considering the crimes he committed in the United States? Alright, now I can get NS enlistment offenses being like granted bail, but like sex crimes is a whole different league. How is he like granted bail on something like that, right? Now let's just hear from Amos Yee himself, because we have burning questions and we are dying to get them answered, right? Let's go and watch this interview.
Yeah, I believe she's coming soon.
I'm sorry, why does he sound like a kid? He sounds like he swallowed helium.
I am very excited to continue my Monday because I'm here in Singapore.
Alright, brother. I'm not gonna be the guy who's not gonna give a criminal a second chance, even if it's sex offenses, but like, do you remember what happened the last time you tried to start political activism in Singapore? Do you remember what happened last time? Let me remind you, the last time you tried to start political activism, you hurt quite a lot of people, right?
So I understand from your mother that you haven't seen her for a decade as well since you left for the US. So do you have any comments with respect to that?
I think it'll be a very exciting family reunion. Not just my mom, I've been contacting regularly while I was in the US, but some people
Why is the mom not trying to get her back?
my dad or my other I haven't even talked to them for over 10 years. So yeah, my reunite I think it'll be an interesting family reunion.
Right, I see.
It'll be interesting at the very least. Everyone's gonna be looking at him, like staring at him, and I can only imagine how worse it's gonna get in NS. Like when he eventually does go to NS, look at everyone will be staring at him, giving him the dead stare. He'll get blanket partied, if you know what I mean.
Would you want to comment on your jail tours in the US as well?
In the US, I mean, in the US it was like a vacation resort compared to here. Although both Singapore prison and the US prison, it's not ideal. But yeah, in the US, there was like a TV. You were out most of the time. Well, here it's like there isn't a TV. It's essentially hell on earth. So
I think the US hasn't fixed you up enough. Considering that you call it a vacation, I don't think the US has fixed you up nearly enough.
yeah, you only have a few cellmates and a few books to talk to, and that's it. That's all you do all day.
So I would continue blabbering on about the video, but I think we got a lot of information from Amos Yee himself. Him and his offenses, I am just scared that he's roaming around the streets in Singapore. Now, of course, he has been given an internet ban, meaning that he can't actually post anything on the internet, and I don't think he's allowed to actually leave his home. I think he's on probation. I think he may be allowed to, but I'm not so sure. And even if he does, he has to be under supervision, alright? But he isn't allowed to use the internet properly. Apparently, he doesn't have a phone as well, so that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. All right, hold up, let me pause.